Alright, my name is Skudik, I guess, and today, I'm gonna be doing a developer commentary on, this stupid thing, Doki Doki My Dude MC. Basic summary of what's new here is there is a mysterious entity that has replaced the MC with My Dude, and basically things are different. And honestly, this summary is really bad because I try to make sure to explain it as best I can in the actual game itself. So let's just get started. Name the boy My Dude. Let's get in there. All right. So this part is very important. So we have our opening two lines from the actual game, and I'm gonna turn down my BGM a little bit. And this line right here is huge because the line of "I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance," I think is one of the major contributors of why people don't like the original MC from Doki Doki Literature Club. Because like the common, I say common, but a consensus is that he treats Sayori poorly. The MC from the original game treats Sayori poorly. And I have heard it said that sort of the obnoxious tone MC takes with Sayori is common best friend banter. But I think that this line being the opening line to introduce Sayori of "I see an annoying girl running toward me" does major damage because this is the first impression we have of our MC, that his internal thought is that Sayori is an annoying girl. And we don't even know Sayori. We don't even know they're friends yet. All we know about her is that she's annoying, apparently. Or at the very least, annoying to MC. And so, I guess I agree with the guy I wrote that this is the first impression we're going to give their player. That sucks. I'm not about that. And so we introduce the new MC. My Dude MC. I can't believe that our teacher made us read a whole chapter for our history homework. We're high schoolers, for goodness sake. Not to be confused with high schoolers. I guess I can get gaming now. So, we have new lore. New lore just dropped for My Dude. He plays video games. And he knows some guy named Alan. He's usually online by now. Oh, that's right. He's in the robotics club or whatever. Who am I supposed to spend my evenings with now? Max is too busy playing rhythm games. Patrick is always at some card game shop, and Sayori... I miss Sayori. Ever since she started sleeping in after the start of high school, I haven't been able to hang out with her like I used to. So already, I'm doing something different. I'm trying to establish that My Dude doesn't hate Sayori. Opening line, opening take about Sayori is, I miss her. And hell, that's the main reason I even started talking to Alan, who I would have to consider my best friend. So my next step in my master plan is not only am I establishing that My Dude values Sayori, I'm also establishing that My Dude is socially competent. Not to say he's popular, but he's socially competent, unlike the MC from the original game. And like, I get it, for the original game, MC being a total neat weeb loser is kind of the point. Because, he's a dating sim character. He's supposed to suck a little bit to be relatable to the audience. But no, and I kind of don't, I'm not about it. I'm really not about it. So, in my master vision, I'm saying MC is gonna be, bare minimum, a functional human being. Unlike somebody we know. Enough wallowing, I guess I'll start my 35th playthrough of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. That's right, Skyrim's canon to this world, and, spoilers. Why did I say the full title like that? I boot up Skyrim and start a new playthrough, going until it's time to get ready for bed. After a nice warm shower, I'm ready to face tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's homework isn't as garbage as today's. Remember, you did an entire chapter of history homework. Which sucks. Alright. We're doing the run back. New MC, old Sayori, new MC. What happens? Who is yelling at me this early in the Sayori? I overslept again! I'm not gonna do that voice. Never mind, I'm not doing that voice. But I caught you this time. It's not like I was running away from you. I take it you want to walk to school with me? Yeah. Sounds good. Let's get going. That's kind of a really mid bit, I think. I was just trying to keep the tone the same. That my dude is chill with Sayori. So anyway, we start making our way to school, with the streets becoming filled with students as we get closer and closer. Not picture the students. By the way, my dude, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? My schedule's already packed. Really? Packed with what? Video games, mostly. That's not good. You need to learn how to socialize before you go to college. I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What makes you think I'll become a NEET? I'll have you know I made some new friends since we last met. Seriously? Who? Remember Alan from elementary school? I met a couple of guys through him and hit it off. Oh, maybe you don't have it that bad. But you should still join a club. You promised me, remember? And here's a fun fact. My dude never promised that to Sayori. MC might have, but my dude never did. When did I make that promise? I seriously don't remember even saying... I don't remember ever saying I'd join a club, especially since I don't want to. And part of this is that I'm trying to hint that not only is like my dude not MC. Like my dude is kind of not supposed to be here. Because if we go back to the opening, which I could have saved and loaded, like the question mark man says I have another one lying around, and so that implies that my dude is the other one that's lying around, which raises a question: who the hell is my dude, and why is he lying around, and why is he here now? Why does the question mark man replace MC with him? Which might get answered, maybe. We'll see. When did I make that promise? I seriously don't remember. Yeah. Actually, I might have to. Alan's in the robotics club, and the other two are also preoccupied. Dang it. I might have to join a club after all. So, as it turns out, the plot must happen. I'm sorry. Rub it anyway, don't you? I've managed to survive another school day. Thank goodness our teacher decided to spare us after Monday's whole chapter for homework debacle. As I usually do, I gather my things and head straight for the door after class ends. However, just before I could go through the doorway... Hey, where do you think you're going? Because, as we know in the original game, Sayori was out there waiting for us, so if we had a more prompt MC, this is probably what would have happened. Jesus, you scared me. I'm going home, where else? Oh, right, a club. To be honest, that completely slipped my mind. No worries, I've got it all taken care of for you. You... What? I already told my club that you'd be joining. Isn't that great? Sayori, you... What? Why did you yell at me? Sayori, if there isn't a rule about club membership requiring consent from both parties, there should be. Which, to be fair, my dude has a point. I feel like there ought to be. You can't just tell people that I'm joining a club without asking me first. I don't even know what your club is. It's a literature club. Oh, well that makes it okay then. I lied. That doesn't make it okay. There'll be free cupcakes? I'm more of a brownie guy. I thought you knew that already. Oh. Don't give in to the puppy dog eyes. Don't give in to the puppy dog eyes. Don't give in to the puppy dog eyes. Look, you put me in a tough spot. Which I'm like 80% sure was intentional. I'll check out your club for today and see how it goes, but you owe me. Hooray, let's go! Freaking Sayori and her shenanigans. If there was one thing I didn't miss about her, it would be the trouble she can get up to. I follow Sayori across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. You're welcome, Afro-Zero. Wait, third years? Who the hell calls them that? Wouldn't they be juniors? So here I'm establishing... I'm trying to go further through the theme of MC's not supposed to be here. Or rather, my dude is not supposed to be here. Because MC is supposed to be here, but my dude is someone else. And so here we have the first instance of the same glitch font used by the question mark man being used elsewhere. And Well, we'll get into that later, I'd say. I'll say we'll get into that later. Everyone, the new member is here. I thought I said that this was on a trial basis. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, hello. Sayori, you're talking about me behind my back, as in behind my back. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You're welcome, Afro Zero. Wow, okay, I literally just got here. I swear, if one more person interrupts me. Ah, my dude, what a nice surprise. Gah! Welcome to the club. Yeah, whatever. Can I please just get a word in edgewise? Okay. Now looky here. I point at Sayori. That maniac told you guys I'd be coming today without telling me that I'd be coming today. Who are you calling a maniac, meanie? Very creative comeback, Sayori. Anyway, I'm just here to check the club out. I'm not joining yet. Oh, that's fine. We're happy to have you regardless, right, girls? As if. I knew he'd just be here for the cupcakes. Now, Natsuki, we don't know that for sure. I doubt my dude would come just for cupcakes. Right, my dude? That's right. Besides, I'm more of a brownie guy. So the pink one's name is Natsuki. Noted. That reminds me, I don't know your names, except Monika and Sayori, of course. So, I am establishing that my dude is aware of Monika, and like has the same sort of, I guess, memories of MC. Because like obviously my dude has the best friend relationship with Sayori that he shouldn't, if my dude is completely foreign to this world. So we'll see how that pans out. Ooh, I'll introduce you. This is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Poor thing. I wonder what'll happen if I call her cute. Nah, I'm not that mean. And you remember me, right? Well, obviously. Which class is it again? English last year? I don't think it's explicitly canon which class Monika was in, but, like, English might as well be, you know? That's right. I'm glad you remember me. Monika is probably the most popular person in the school. Not that I would care. So, I'm also establishing that not only is my dude, like, socially competent, he doesn't... Like, this will come up often. In situations where the original MC would be freaking the hell out, and being like, oh my god, Monika smiled at me? Dude, she's like a baddie, though. My dude doesn't care. If you believe it, he was never too concerned with the esoteric social rankings of teenage life. It just seems like a waste of time. Not that I have anything against extroverts or whatever, it's just not my scene. And as you can see, Monika is not too thrilled with that. Monika's not too thrilled, and my intention with that is that Monika is upset because, you know, her access to player is saying, I don't really care about Monika. And obviously, that's inconvenient for her goals. Well, it's nice to meet you, Yuri and Natsuki. So what's on the agenda for today? Cupcake time. Come sit down, my dude. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, so I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Not pictured, the desks forming a table. As Sayori mentioned, there's an open space by her and Monika. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens one of the lockers in the back. There is no closet, as you can clearly see. There are just lockers in the back. I take a seat next to Sayori, physically portraying my figurative closeness to her. She's the person I'm most comfortable with in this room. Natsuki, with a weirdly smug stride, makes her way back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? No! Give me another minute, please! The hell is your problem, my dude? I don't have a napkin. Could I have one, please? And now I'm establishing that my dude does a little trolling. No. Aww. Whatever. Since somebody already ruined the mood, here. Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Which I'm pretty sure is a stinking lie, because Monica knows at least 5 things. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, of course. Then I grab one. Monica tries to grab the one I was going for, so our hands touch for a bit. And so I'm using... Sorry, my dude. No worries. I guess we both knew which cupcake would be the best. So I'm using this little bit to further go along the theme that my dude isn't a nervous wreck like original MC is. Because, you know, at physical contact with Monica on day 1, original MC would probably just like die. He would probably just fall over dead. He'd be like, oh my goodness, a hot girl touched me. A hot, unapproachable girl touched me. Whereas my dude's like, whatever. Hey, they're all the best. It's delicious. Huh, she's gotten slow. It took longer than a second for her to finish her cupcake. Sayori got icing on her face, as is the natural consequence of eating with so little care. For a split second, I imagined the feeling of icing on my own cheek. Ugh, stupid brain. Self-inflicted sensory problems was not what I came here for. Yeah, I don't know why I wrote it like that. But I did, by golly. Natsuki's staring at me. Oh right, I have a cupcake too. I take a bite, careful to avoid getting any icing on my face. And notably absent is... They spin the cupcake around looking for a place to bite. And the reason I didn't include that line is because I think that line's kind of stupid. It's just really dumb. If you have a cupcake, just like eat it, you know? I don't know. I carefully chew and swallow, giving my brain ample time to interpret the flavors and textures. Unlike a certain somebody. The results? That cupcake was pretty good. Thanks, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... What? Made them for you or anything. Are you real? So this line is important to the story, I swear. So step 1 is Monica is disturbed by this line because obviously Monica knows that she's in a game right now. And she knows that none of this is real. And so when my dude is like, hey, are you real? Obviously, Monica, I think, would pay attention to that. Additionally, we're establishing that my dude is freaking cultured, right? Because what's that supposed to mean? Nothing. You baka. He's aware of soon. He knows the concept. He's cultured. He's a man of culture. Oh, Yuri's back. She's got a whole tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of every person and places the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Now, who let you have a whole tea set in this classroom? You don't need to worry. The teachers gave me permission to keep it here. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Now, I believe original MC in this situation was like, yeah, maybe. And like was being, you know, a nervous little wreck about it. Whereas my dude says, maybe. Can't say that's something I've ever done before. My parents aren't big on tea, which I've sort of inherited. And here we got Monica's still reeling. What? I'm gonna drink my tea if that's what you were worried about. My dude, do I what? Do you know? Huh? Do I know what? Why my parents don't like tea? Because the answer to that is no. Do you know that? And here Monica's gonna ask the very important question. So my dude, what kind of things do you like to read? And here we have another instance of a character using the glitch font of Question Man. Wasn't Monica just asking me something? She's still staring at me pretty intensely. Well, to be honest, I haven't been reading much literature recently. I sort of fell out of recreational reading once I entered middle school. Not to imply I'm some sort of illiterate moron now. Most of my reading nowadays is in the form of news articles and whatever nonsense our language arts teachers come up with. My favorite book I had to read for school was The Giver, if that helps. Which is true. The Giver's a pretty good book. Not much of a reader, I guess. Now, don't look at me like that. Besides, isn't that what this club is for? Why does everyone keep staring at me? What, did this club not pass the Bechdel test or something? Which is, I think is kind of funny. That, my dude would be able to appreciate that this dating sim world does not pass the Bechdel test. Because, of course, a dating sim wouldn't pass the Bechdel test. That's like the one genre that you would expect not to. The only person who hasn't stared at me yet is Sayori. Should I take that personally? That's a good line. Anyway, what sort of stuff do you read, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Why did she do that? I don't know why she would. Like, maybe it's like a thing to do with your hands while you're thinking? I don't know. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, like Tolkien, C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Martin, that sort of stuff? That's right! And again, I'm further establishing that my dude is cultured. He just like, he knows things. He's not, you know, as incompetent as MC. Yuri proceeds to ramble on and on about why lore fests are the bee's knees. Not to imply that I didn't like listening to her talk, it's honestly refreshing to be on the other side of passion like this. I'm kind of about it. Usually I'm the one who catches themselves rambling about nerd stuff for way too long. Monika's still staring at me. I'm honestly surprised she hasn't interrupted Yuri to ask whatever question she had. Although, I don't know what had happened if we interrupted Yuri. Maybe it's for the best if we let her keep going. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. And that's where you lose me. I guess I'm a bit of a coward or something, but I can't handle horror that well. Oh, that's fine. I know horror isn't for everyone. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki glances at me for a split second. Never mind. And here we have my dude thinking a thought MC wouldn't, which is, what's up with her? Is she worried about looking like a pansy or something? I just said I'm a coward too. Well, of course she doesn't like scary things. Natsuki is just too cute. What? I'm not cute. Wow. Never in my life have I seen a girl get upset after being called cute by another girl. Natsuki's wildin'. And here's glitch font. Here's the glitch font again. Take your notes. Put in the timestamps. Speaking of cute things, check out this poem Natsuki made. Are we not going to talk about Monika's disassociative episode? And the answer to that question, my dude, is no. We're not going to talk about Monika's disassociative episode. Maybe we will later. We'll see. Hey, give that back. Sure. Natsuki snatches the poem from Monika's hand. Was it really that embarrassing? I feel like this club should be the kind of place to share that kind of thing. I understand how Natsuki feels. The truest form of writing is writing for oneself, which is a quote that will come up later. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, I can see that coming from a mile away. I'm surprised Monika even asked. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised you girls haven't been sharing poems. Just seems appropriate. Okay. Okay? I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika, as if they can't predict what Monika's about to say. And I think this is potentially a snarky line. But like, my idea behind it is that when my dude says, I'm surprised you haven't been sharing poems already, it just seems appropriate, and Monika being like, oh, okay, and says, I have an idea, I feel like the natural assumption would be Monika's going to talk about sharing poems. Or like something along those lines. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I figured as much. Yeah, let's do it! Quite the diverse set of reactions. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, my dude? Well, actually, there's one problem. What's that? I'm not a member of this club yet. Isn't there some sort of form or something that I need to sign? Don't worry. I'll take care of that for you, my dude. Oh, cool. I got no more problems then. Yay! My dude's joining the club, and I get to read everyone's poems! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Visualized Sayori jumping up and down. Alright, that answers my question about Sayori not staring at me. She's still my friend. Would it be gross to say I missed her hugs? Well, that makes it official then. Welcome to the Literature Club. Yeah, thanks. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me. Hopefully for a reasonable amount of time this time. My dude, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Wow. So you're telling me that you aren't interested in how everyone else will express themselves? Wow. Real cool, Monica. Got him. Stage 2 of my dude being a bit of a troll. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Natsuki and Yuri clean up their food. Hey, my dude, since we're already here, do you want to walk home with me? Sounds good. Let's get going. With that, the two of us depart from the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Will I be happy spending my afternoons with them? What if I get cooties? Eh. I spent the last hour taking care of a little bit of homework we were assigned today. I used to procrastinate more in middle school, but my post-homework gaming sessions feel way better. That, and I felt a lot more anxiety back then, which was mostly a result of my procrastination. But now, I'm free to game as I wish. Let's open up Alan's DMs and... I have to write a poem. Ah, poo. Well, I guess I'll do that first, then the gaming. Alright, let's see what I've got so far. Dang it. 30 minutes gone with nothing to show for him. What should I do? Oh, I know. I pick up my phone and head to my contacts. My dude? Hey, I need some help with writing my poem for tomorrow. You're actually writing one? I figured you'd put it off to the last minute like always. Quit being a punk and just give me some advice, would you? Well, what part do you need help with? I'm having trouble getting started. Like, I'd be able to write it if I just knew what it'd be about, if that makes any sense. Oh, well, you should try looking around your room and see if anything really stands out to you. Look around my room? Yeah, you don't need to write about anything hard like the meaning of life, so you can just write about something you've got lying around. But how am I supposed to write a poem about something so ordinary? That's the fun part. You get to decide the meaning of the object. I guess you're right. Thanks, Sayori. You're welcome. And here we got the scene, the opening scene, opening hint. Opening hint that not all is well. Hey, my dude. Yeah? Why'd you ask me for help? Well, since you seem so excited about sharing your poems, I figured you'd actually know your stuff. And I was right. Thanks, my dude. No problem. See you around. Bye! Alright. Something around my room. I slowly spin around in my swivel seat, taking in my room. Why do I have a projector just lying on my shelf? And to be fair, my dude, why is there a projector just lying on that shelf? That's kind of weird. I guess that'll be what my poem's about. Time to get it writing once again. And, see, I actually rewrote that last bit about MC's poem. Because, originally, when I was making the project, I was actually using the original Doki Literature Club backgrounds. And, as it turns out, IP Guidelines says I can't be doing that. So I had to replace all the backgrounds with, like, stuff from Uncle Mugen. Love that guy. And, so yeah, originally I was gonna write a poem about the weird hanger on, like, the bookshelf that's just hanging around. Because that is pretty weird. And that would have been fun. But, nope, it's a projector now. And actually, writing it about the projector instead, I think, in the long run, is better for the story. So, we'll see how it pans out.